Hey guys, welcome to How Many Warbles Does It Take to Beat Yoshi's Woolly World? Part 2. Last time we left off, I said it takes 58 warbles to beat Yoshi's Woolly World. But I messed up. In part 1 I say, yeah, definitely not great. I'm not really happy with this number, but what if I didn't have to accept this number? There were multiple warbles that I said were needed, but really weren't. Now, I fully blame this on me, as I was a big, stupid, dumb, baby idiot child who can't think. Now, this would normally be the part of the video where I explain the rules of the challenge, but we should already know them from part 1. Unless, of course, this is your first time here, in which case, please watch part 1 first. But I think we can get back into the challenge and save some warbles. Now, how am I going to save warbles? Well, in the rules, I allow badges, but I never actually really took advantage of this in the actual run. Now, I do want to say you gradually unlock badges throughout the game, but I'm not allowing myself to use badges in levels before I would have unlocked them in normal gameplay. So even if a badge would have saved a warble, if I haven't unlocked the badge in normal gameplay, then too bad. Now the first warble related thing we have to do is actually adding one to the counter. Yep, that's right, we're adding one to the counter. You see, in 2-1 there's this cloud we needed to hit with a warble that I just simply forgot to mention in my original script. Or do we? You see, if this was part 1, I would have just added one to the counter and accepted my losses. But we don't have to. If we use the all-you-can-eat watermelon badge we get from 1-8, we can save this throw, bringing it back down to 58. But why stop there? If you remember from part 1, there was another throw in this level, and we can use the same watermelon to save this warble too. 2-7 had 2 warbles, but using the same trick we can remove both warbles, bringing the total down to 55. I was fully expecting to still need 3 warbles in 2-8 because of the boss, so I was very surprised when this happened. Sticking on the theme of bosses, we can save another 3 warbles with the 3-4 boss fight. That brings us down to 49. Hey, you know 4-2? That hell of a level with the auto-scroller? That also had that part where I had to wait for ages? That also had 4 warbles? You remember, right? Well, with the melon, it actually isn't too bad, as melon can break through sponge, which not only saves a lot of time, but also saves all 4 warbles from this level. 4-6. Right. In part 1 I talked about question mark clouds and cloak spawning. It was really complicated. Well, we can forget all that, as with the melon we can remove both warbles. Then we get to the single biggest save of this video. 5-8. In the last video I said it required 9 warbles for a boss fight, but with the melon we can do it with 0. It requires a lot of the melon and it's a bit difficult, but it saves all 9 warbles, so that's what matters. That brings our total all the way down to 34. That 1 required warble in 6-3 is now requiredant. And the 3 warbles in 6-4 are also now requiredant. Unfortunately in 6-8 we can't remove most of the throws, but we can remove the first throw at the beginning. And well, there are no more levels left that we can save warbles in, meaning we went from 58 to 29. And that's a lot. I'm actually happy with this number, and coincidentally that's exactly half of what it was before. I swear this wasn't planned, but it's cool nonetheless. And just for the fun of it, definitely not because this video is too short, we should see how many warbles we could save in World 1 if we had the badge. In 1-3, unsurprisingly, all 3 warbles were able to be saved. Just let the clips play out for a second. And like in 2-8, I wasn't expecting to be able to save the warbles in 1-8, but I can. Another cool thing I found out is the fake Bert the Bashfuls. Yes, that is his real name, and yes, I did have to look that up. But as I was saying, the fake Bert the Bashfuls can also be hit by the melon. Now that would bring the total down to 23, but unfortunately we only get the badge after clearing 1-8, so our total stays at 29. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!